Hey, it's Dani, you and me living free, and maybe you can tell by the background that I am in Quartzsite, and I definitely owe YouTube an update. Last you heard the van, my Toyota Sienna was totaled. That was last year coming home from the RTR, and I finally got another van. This is, I'll tell you all about this van that I just got. But just know that I just got this van a little bit ago, so I have done nothing to it, and it's been a real trip. But anyway, I was gonna try car camping in my Toyota Camry. That did not work for me. I'm just too big, not a car camper. Now, if it had been my dream in life to camp in my car, I might have been able to make it work if I had been willing to take out the passenger seat and some other stuff, if that had been what I really wanted. But what I really wanted was a van. So let me show you the outside, and I'll narrate in just a second. I got a 2002 Volkswagen Eurovan, and it's dark green, and I'm telling you that I know I talk about this all the time, how I just, I don't brush. I didn't know what my hair looked like today until I turned on this camera. I just cannot give a hoot about that kind of stuff. And I'm telling you now, this van is filthy dirty. I'm not doing some big reveal with a nice clean van, because it went through hell to get here. Went through, we had a blizzard in Kansas City, and it shut down everything for like 4 days. And then a few days later, I was leaving town. I left town, and then there was another snowstorm moving through Oklahoma, Texas, and a little bit of New Mexico, and I drove through it to try to get here to Quartzsite, and it has been a trip and a half, but here I am. I'll waste no further time. Let me show you the outside, and then I'll show you the inside, and I hope you laugh. Like, I'm kind of laughing until I cry, because it's like, it is such a mess, and it's kind of driving me crazy. But here we go. 2002 Volkswagen Eurovan. It's a pretty forest green, but you can't really tell that because it is so filthy dirty right now. It's got some luggage racks on the top, or some bars or something. That'll work out okay. If I decide to keep this van, I'm going to probably put on solar on the top, and also get a fan on the top as well. So what you're seeing right there is really a folded down kind of third back seat, and that folds down into make a great big like double bed area. Here is where I took out the first seat. That is the second seat that faces backwards, and there's even a little table that will pull out if you put the bed up. So it's just a completely different setup than what I am used to. I got this van at the very end of November. I wasn't feeling well through most of December. I was sick and things, and then I traveled for Christmas. I haven't had time to do anything to it. There is some storage underneath the bed. In the front, it only has like a 6 or 7 inches of clearance, so it would be hard to pull things in and out of there, because there are these metal bars that frame the bed. But from the back, there could be some good storage under here, especially if people see those big long drawers that pull out. If I wanted to install a couple of those, then I picture that working great with this setup. I can really just imagine it. I don't really like that, though. I like to be able to set up a table outside if I want to cook and do things outside, but I want to be able to stay inside if I need to. So the idea of having a bunch of storage that I have to go out back and pull out and use is not ideal for me. So that's why I say the jury's still out on this van, whether I'll keep it or not. Now, it's running great. It seems super solid. It's a 2002, but it only had 115,000 miles on it. Somebody's taken very good care of it. And this is just another view of all my stuff. So right now I'm just crawling around on this double bed, trying to get things kind of organized. And believe it or not, it's a tiny bit better than it was yesterday or the day before. I have been sleeping just on the third bench seat because I couldn't get the bed pulled out on my own. Oh, that was kind of a nightmare. But anyway, that's kind of a glimpse of the van. And then here's a peek at the passenger front, which is a little more organized. At my dirty clothes, my computer, my purse, stuff I need to have handy when I am right there. We just pan back and I just kind of want to sigh at all the work there is still to do, and that's okay. I think I'm going to title this video "The Worst Van Tour of All Time." You can't I'm just realizing you can't really even tell what the back looks like without any stuff in it. And I didn't even take any pictures before this. I'll tell you honestly, you guys, making YouTube videos is so much fun. When I'm out on the road, like there's nothing I would rather do. When I'm like back at home, like living life and working and taking care of the house and seeing friends and just living life like normal people, like it's like all I can do. Okay. It's like I'm filled to capacity pretty much. Okay. And it's very hard for me to be able to do this too. Now, I do have seasonal affective disorder, so it is much harder for me in the winter than it is in the summer. The sun's been going down so early, but it is past December 21st. The sun is going to start staying out later. I will do better van tours in the future, in the near future, hopefully, maybe. I don't know if I can do anything better here in Quartzsite because I don't have room to like take out the stuff I don't want in here, and even if I do keep this van, I'm not keeping the setup this way. I've already decided there's just not enough room. The only way I would I wouldn't keep this setup. If I was going to go traveling with someone, then I would work out a way to keep this setup, keep the double bed, and work out the storage so that I could pull it out the back and do more of my cooking and stuff always outside. Normally I cook outside anyway, but I mean here the mornings are cold, the evenings are sometimes too windy, and so I eat peanut butter and jelly, or I go to a restaurant or something. But so it's full of challenges, but now I'm really rambling. But what I want to say is it's just a completely different setup. And if I decide that I'm going to keep the van, and it seems a very solid van, I'm very happy with the van overall but it's just so different for me than what I was used to, and that what I know works for me. I like having some foot room, and I like having some room to move around. This kind of crawling across this bed and stuff does not work at all. And the bed was very hard to pull out. I actually had to have help to pull it out. So I don't feel like it might not be an option for me to just pull the bed out during the night and pop it back during the day. Might not even be an option for me. I don't know if the bed was hard to pull out just because it hadn't been pulled out for a long time, or if it's just that's what it is and I'm not going to be able to do it on my own. So there are many things I'm working through. I apologize. I told you this is a really crappy van tour, and it really was. But for YouTube, I really needed to do an update, and I know people who actually follow me and who actually care and who are kind of tracking are like, "What happened to you?" And so I wanted to kind of tell the story. And I'm here in Quartzsite. You'll see stuff from the RTR. You'll see stuff with me and my friends now. Now I'll get to recording some of the fun stuff, and I will be continually working on the van because I need to, because I have to. I can't even live like a week in this. Like I cannot do it. So I'm gonna have to figure some things out, and I'll take you along as usual. I'll take you along for the ride. I'll let you come with me as I try to figure things out, and because it's more fun that way, and because I'm not out here because I have all the answers. When I'm trying car camping and when I'm doing all these things, I'm amazed at how wonderful some of the suggestions are that people make, and how much experience other people who watch have, and what great advice I get sometimes. So I love all the interaction, and I'll take you along for the journey, and we'll just kind of do it one step at a time. But if I hadn't decided to just throw my crap in the back and leave town, I wouldn't be here. And at a certain point, I had to just decide just to do it, and that it was going to be challenging, and I knew it was going to bother me, and I knew I would be unorganized and everything. But being here, I'd much rather be working on it here in Quartzsite, where it is 60 degrees and sunny, than back in Kansas City, where it is who knows what, because the weather changes all the time. But I know they had another snow day on Friday. Today is Sunday. So, I mean, you know, what is cold and snow filled, I'll get a lot more on the work on the van done here than I would back there. So that's good. Anyway, thank you so much to everyone on Patreon. I want a special shout out to Dale. I hope you all are watching. I hope you didn't hate the van tour too much because it's so bad. But that's what we do, right? I mean, we just put it all out there. Anyway, I haven't made a video in a while, and I feel kind of rusty, and I know I'm you know, just kind of going around in circles. But if I don't just say good enough and get this video up and post it, I won't, because I'll feel like, no, it's not good enough, and then I won't post it, and then nobody will have an update at all. So I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to hit post, and I'm going to do a quick description, and that's what we'll do. And I will see you next time, and it will hopefully be pretty soon, because you know, I'm kind of on vacation out here. I'm just going to be working on the van and making some videos. So I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Love you. Thank you. Extra thanks to people on Patreon. Thanks to all my viewers, and I'm sending you tons of love, and I'll see you soon. This is just a little taste of the weather that I encountered when I was on my way here. I probably should have pulled over, but I was afraid I would get stuck somewhere for days and wouldn't be able to get out, and I just wanted to get to Quartzsite. I took it very, very slow, but I stayed on the road.